Welcome to the node.js Diagnostic Working Group meeting, June 28th, 2022. To start with, are there any announcements?
Nope.
I'm on my slide.
Okay. If not, we'll follow the standard practice of following the agenda listed in issue number 566. And there are a bunch of those. I'm thinking that some of these things would have been discussed in the past, but let's just run through those. First one is 554, reevaluate trace GC.
Yes.
I think that's past time to talk about how could I include the stuff that I made in the existing documentation, but also with discussing with Raphael, we figured out that maybe it would be more interesting for the group if I could involve more time into CPU profile stuff or memory, excessive memory consumption, something like that, that it could be more interesting. And I start to ask a few questions to Michael and Raphael, and I think that I could be able, regarding the amount of work that I have to done, to start something on that as soon as possible.
I think that your work was amazing, and you can just add it to the GC traces, like merge your
like that, you think?
document,
Okay.
You know, and then
yeah, but okay, because I think that I was to study which part I could extract, and also like I have limited amount of time. I'm trying to just figure out how I can improve. But yeah, I will keep it anyway. We will keep it a trace of that work. And today I just dropped a video for my French audience, and I reuse the stuff that I learned here. So nothing lost, always all this transformed. So, but yeah, okay, I will try to do it anyway like that, because I don't want to. So you mean that I should just not considering the previous work, or I should merge them, think piece by piece? How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, the document that I pasted here in the chat is like using GC traces to track memory in the diagnostic memory documentation. I think that your work, you can mix, like fill the gaps in this document with your work.
Okay.
You know? So then you have, you end up with a complete document. And also, I would like to mention that the memory is the only set of documentation that is completed. So
yeah,
so in the end of this meeting, like when we pass through all the items, I will suggest to us to like merge it some way in the node.js org, just the memory for now.
Because yeah, your plan was to say, okay, each time we have a full part of something that is fulfilled, like memory, CPU or something, then we should consider to write a guide or something like that. And it's the case for memory.
Yeah, I mean, I am considering to do it like we need like to discuss with other folks as well.
Okay.
But I'm considering to do it because the memory is a complete document that we have in diagnostics. But if we keep it there for a long time, it will be out of date soon. So we need to export it to end user.
Expose it, yeah. Really agree.
What do you think, Girish?
Yeah, makes sense. It's probably more than a year old. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it is more than 2 years old, because the COVID stuff came in between. So I can't trace back in the history. And definitely the main thing that you said is that documentation itself can go stale after some point of time. So the first thing would be to get it out, and probably, who knows, validating that in public can get us better experience, and that would help us to document the other things in a much better way. We don't know.
Okay, I will just comment in the issue 502 to like just to decide where it should be placed. I mean, in guides or tutorial in some place. So I think that we can tag the Node.js websiting. So I will comment in the issue right now.
Neat. Good idea.
The memory set of the commands is done. So I think we can move it to Node.js org. The remaining question is which place should be merged? CC Node.js web. We have a Node.js org team website or something. I don't. Do you know, Jirush, if we have a website team to tag?
Sorry.
Do you know if we have in the teams in the Node.js we have a specific team to tag regarding like where it should be placed?
Maybe the website team.
Yeah, but we have a website team. I'm not finding it.
Yeah, I find
okay,
one. I think, yeah.
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, just commented in the issue. Don't worry.
Should be enough,
we can move on. Great. So I will remove the trace GC from the agenda. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that it will be the first thing that I will work on after this meeting, maybe this night or tomorrow. Just merge it, then we could work on the comment that you put on the issue 501 02.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can move on then.
Next one is 547 LL node.
Yeah, I think that it can be closed because it was deleted from the supported tiers, right? If I remember.
Yeah, also, yeah. I think that, don't know if Jairish, you have updates regarding someone that we won't reach out for the maintain part.
Yeah, that's Anton Valley from IBM. I sent a mail to him. He said he's interested. Then I think he's on vacation. I just need to trace back the mail and see where does it stand. I'll update this issue.
Okay. So can I close it or let it open?
From the title, it's reevaluate LL node in the tools tier list.
You can close it here.
I think this is a close candidate because that can be tracked independent of this issue.
Yep, for sure.
Okay. Also, the CDT, the next one, was already reevaluated, so I will close.
Okay.
Okay. The LTTNG. Yeah, this one, I never played with this tool, honestly. I think that in the last meeting, we defined that I will take a look on that, but honestly, I had no time to look at it, so.
So I think that one the output of the past meeting was to say it's not because we don't have a tool that is that he cannot go back. I mean, what I can say, if we get rid of that tools from the list, we could re-put it one day. Okay, it just to give a kind of state about the current tools that are commonly used, more than just say, oh, we have all the tools in this table. We just have tools that we are sure about. And if sometimes someone's want to raise an issue and add it again with good argument, it should be okay. So I think that it's not too bad if we sometimes we say, okay, we don't know, you don't know, I don't know. Okay, try to put the issue. If someone have a concern, he could raise it during the PR or after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's exactly what happened with the ETW, which is the next in the list, right? I mean, you put it for Rust and somebody came and say, hey, I'm using this tool, please hold on. So yeah, if in doubt, let's go that approach.
Also, I have asked because Nearform has a blog post about LTTNG like 5 years ago. And I asked Matteo about that. So if this is still a thing in Node.js, he told me that he don't think so. And also it's kind useless right now in 2022. So I think that we can definitely create a PR to remove it.
You can take care of that.
So once we create once we define that to create a PR, it will remove from the agenda. Okay.
Yep.
You will create the PR, Tony?
Yeah,
for that?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. And I think next one is ATW. I think it's closed because we merged the PR.
Yes.
I can also remove it from the agenda.
Closing in favor of. Okay, ETW is closed. The next one is system tab. Yeah, this one I played. It pretty similar to the trace. So usually it works only on Solaris operation system, and I have played with it a long time ago, and currently I don't have this system, and honestly I don't know how to play with it again to see how it works. I researched about the trace, and it still works, and still works fine, but it's not a guarantee because it relies in a few points of V8 that is not considerable stable as far as I remember. So for that reason, I think that we can keep it open. Yeah, that's hard to say because it falls in the same rule as ETW or LTTNG.
Yeah, it just worked for a few cases. It's not broad enough, you think?
Yeah, actually, this is too specific. I can't. I don't know how to test it, but I'm 90% sure that it still works.
Okay.
The same statement goes for system tab and the trace. Yeah. So yeah, I think that you can create the PR. You can create the PR to remove both at the same time, by the way, and then if someone play with it, likely they will show up.
Okay. Yeah.
I remove.
So system tab and dtrace.
Yes. Does that make sense to you, Girish?
Yes, sure.
Okay, Windows Xperf. No clue about that.
Same. Didn't touch a Windows
Yeah,
machine.
well,
All right.
it follows the same scenario. I think that it can be removed too. Let's see, Windows folks, concerning about that.
Yeah. You can at least like for every PR just ask, okay, if there are Windows users that use it, and what is the benefit, what is the specificities that they have using that tool.
Yeah.
So if we didn't have any response in just for 15 days, something like that, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Next one is the 0x, right?
I love that one.
Yeah, 0x is still a thing. Personally, I have upgraded 0x to support Node 16 and above with
Nice.
the Node semicolon prefix. Let me see the current tier of 0x. Okay, is not yet classified. The target tier is 4. The tier 4 does not block shipping at a release. Yeah, I think that it can just be updated and move it to tier 4. What do you think?
Super. Agreed.
What about you, Girish?
Yeah, I believe this is used in the field. I heard multiple references of it, and I'm also not. I'm also thinking it exposes unique capabilities. Just that I'm not able to recollect what it was. But yeah,
Yeah, I think that it falls in the same as Node Clinic. Node Clinic provides a few tools. It was already categorized in tier 3, and Node Clinic under the hood uses 0x. So I think that is it's kind of similar.
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, maybe just 0x is a lightweight clinic, just to have the minimal stuff. And with clinic, you have more tools around. Maybe that's the difference between both.
Yeah. Okay.
I will raise the PR also if you want.
Okay.
AP matrix.
Yes, app metrics.
I don't know what it is, sorry.
This, the only thing that showed to me is a .NET library. Complete, not related, I guess.
It's an open source cross-platform, and open source cloud platform net library use it to record and report metrics within an application.
Yeah, but it's like totally .NET.
Maybe we have something else, so maybe that's not that.
So as far as I understand, this is an open source monitoring solution from IBM. I mean, IBM took the initiative, but though it's an open source community project, it requires monkey patching at the application level, or you could require the module and then define the metrics by yourself and export. It has exporters for Prometheus and other open telemetry stuff. It was used some time ago, but then the monitoring standards, AP specifications, and things changed a lot since then. I'm not sure about the maintenance status of the tool as well as the usage in the field.
I think that when you look at, well, last commit, 2 years now, 2 years and 1 month.
Yeah. So looks like it's not actively maintained at this point of time.
Last release is November 2019.
So
Yeah.
with respect to the maintenance status or any decisions, Michael Dozen would be able to precisely tell it, because definitely this is led by IBM team.
Okay.
So he would have first-hand information. So I think the approach you took for ETW and system tab kind of thing can be taken. You can tag Michael Dozen to get the precise information.
Okay.
I am currently raising a new issue in the diagnostic channel, diagnostic group, just like to include the link for each tool in the support tier list, because sometimes the name is pretty similar to other tool in another platform.
Our field, yeah.
And so during our reevaluation, we have found a few tools with a generic name. And it would be great to have a link pointing to the right tool. Okay. What is the next one?
eBPF tracing tool.
Okay, eBPF tracing tool. Yeah, this one is very good, but actually not supported, as far as I remember.
Never used it. So.
Oh, we actually had it 3 years ago. I remember that we have discussed about it. Mary that brought this issue to us. Let me see if we can find it. If I can find it, eBPF. Let me see here. Okay, discuss usage and support of eBPF. Actually, it was created by Anton. Just pasted the link here in the chat. It was in 2020, 2 years ago. And it is considerable, sorry. It was stale and it was closed. Yeah. Yeah, this one is, I think that if you raise a PR to remove it, likely we will have a long discussion there. Because as far as I remember, we have a few tracing points in Node.js core that allows eBPF to trace a few parts of Node.js. So it is considerable. I mean, this is supported, but it's not officially supported because we don't have documentation about that. It is, I don't think that we have tests for that. It's just a thing that is working, but nobody touched it.
Yeah, maybe it could be on the last, last tier level, last year. for, or just in the not evaluated, just have a category for tools like that that could work, that people could, that are not maintained.
I will.
Or
I
level
suggest
5 or something like that.
I suggest to let it open for just 2 more weeks so I can take a look on that, because I use it a lot currently. So I definitely interested in supporting it. So let me just take a look on that, see if this is currently supported or not. And then next meeting, I can show up with a few information about that, if we need to close, if we need to move the tier or not. What do you think?
Yeah,
Good.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I will keep in the agenda then.
I think we are over.
Let me remove the app metrics from the agenda as well. Okay, we go to the last one then, right?
Yeah, and the last one is just
Last one is the top level issue.
yeah.
Or the same thing. So there is
Okay.
nothing on that. Looks like
So
we
let me
completed the evaluation then.
Let me just add the never stale. So let's keep in the agenda. So when we finish all the PRs, we can close it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good work. Very good, by the way. We need to some way expose it to users. Just one more thing. I will add again the documentation issue 502
into
in
the
the
agenda
again, because just to keep tracking how we can move it to node.js org, at least the memory one.
Yeah. And also, how could we start other topics?
And just like we had good traction on this evaluation exercise, I guess once this is over, we should apply the same due diligence for the documentation thing as well.
Yeah.
To complete that.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Are there anything else we want to discuss?
Yeah, just a question. It's just an idea like that, but we have the node.js documentation, and it's okay. We want to put guides there, but maybe it could be a good idea just to discuss about this idea of having our own website or something like that dedicated to diagnostic, and put all the stuff that we have here.
Yeah, I think that this is difficult to make. I mean, currently we have several guides in the Node.js itself documentation. So we have guides to create ATP server, to manage memory lake. Currently, we have ways to profiling our application in the current guides. So I think that the memory just fits there. I mean, we can definitely think about a new website for that, but I think that it would be a difficult path to like everyone agree on.
Yeah, it will. First, we have discussion about the content of guide and stuff like that. And if moreover we have a discussion about a new website, it will be kind of overread. And we'll slow it down. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else before we call it today?
Seems good to me.
All right then. Thanks for joining today's talk, and let's regroup in 2 weeks' time.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, everybody. It was